Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please continue to stand for the playing of the national anthem. Please feel free to join in the singing. Please be seated. University Chaplain Craig Coker will now give the invocation.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we give thanks for this festive day of memory and accomplishment, of joy and pride, gratitude and love. For the students who have completed their course and now embark on new beginnings. For the faculty and staff whose commitment to teaching and learning led to discovery and insight. For the families and friends whose support and encouragement sustained and inspired. For all that has been, and for all that is yet to be, we offer our thanks. Amen.
Thank you, Craig. Distinguished guests, colleagues, parents, friends, and members of the class of 2023, as president of the university, I now declare the University of Richmond School of Professional and Continuing Studies commencement ceremony to be in session. I'm delighted to celebrate the achievements of our 2023 graduates, who have contributed so much to our community of scholars. This year, SPCS is celebrating 60 years of educating students who want to make an impact in their professions and their communities. And you, our newest class of graduates, have gained knowledge and skills to enrich your work and enhance your impact. It's a pleasure to welcome to campus the families and friends of our graduates. Thank you for your support and encouragement you've shown as our graduates pursued their educational dreams. I know you are excited, as we are, to celebrate the culmination of their hard work. Finally, my deep appreciation to our staff and our faculty for their enduring contributions to the lives of our graduates. Thank you for wholeheartedly embracing your roles as teachers, scholars, mentors, especially as we navigated together through the pandemic. I would now like to introduce the Dean of the School of Professional and Continuing Studies, Dr. Jamel S. Wilson. It's a privilege to collaborate with her in advancing the school and in the university at large. Dr. Wilson.
Good morning to each of you. It is truly my pleasure to be with you today celebrating the accomplishments of the SPCS class of 2023. Commencement represents the culmination of years of persistence and sacrifice. Each of you has made an extraordinary commitment to reach this milestone, and our goal this morning is to honor you and your achievements. I would like to thank President Halleck and Provost LeGros for their leadership and guidance. The School of Professional and Continuing Studies continues to prosper, and I'm grateful for their support of our students and our work to enhance lives and careers. It is important that I acknowledge the support of Provost LeGros over these past 6 years. He has reinforced his dedication to the SPCS and has been a loyal advocate on the advancement of our programs and initiatives. He's stepping down as the Executive Vice President and Provost at the end of June. However, we are very pleased that he will continue his service to the university as a full-time faculty member. Dr. LeGros, we appreciate all you've done to support the SPCS. You are the 60th graduating class of the School of Professional and Continuing Studies. At the end of this morning's ceremony, you will be forever connected to the nearly 5,000 alumni who have graduated from the School of Professional and Continuing Studies since 1963, and with over 55,000 alumni who have graduated from this great institution since its founding. Several distinguished individuals are with us this morning to honor your academic achievements. We will hear from Dr. Abby Haggerty, nominated by students as the Itzkowitz Family Distinguished Adjunct Faculty Award recipient for 2023. She has been an extraordinary member of our adjunct teaching staff since 2018, and we're delighted that she received this distinction. We will hear from Dion Price, our 2023 Gibb Family Distinguished Alumni Award recipient. Dion has been such a delight to work with over the years, and we are thankful for his steadfast dedication and the passion he brings as he supports and talks about our school. We will hear from Winston Mugford, your student speaker who is graduating this morning with his Master of Teaching degree. Each of you has worked tirelessly and contributed so much to both the University of Richmond and the SPCS. As Dean, please know that I recognize the sacrifices you and your families have made to make this day possible. I'm immensely proud of each of you. This morning, I'm pleased to welcome our first generation graduates. These are individuals whose parents have not completed a bachelor's degree. These graduates embarked on their own journey, and today we want to recognize them. They are wearing cords denoting this achievement. First generation graduates, please stand so that we can acknowledge your accomplishment and what it means for your families. Congratulations. In a very short while, you will become graduates of the University of Richmond School of Professional and Continuing Studies class of 2023. While your days of fulfilling classroom expectations may be over, you now have other responsibilities to fulfill, expectations that reach far beyond the university. While these past few years have had moments that were not what any of us would have expected, you have risen to the challenge, fulfilling classroom expectations and meeting your personal responsibilities with unwavering determination. We've worked together to provide you with an exceptional educational experience, one that invited you to think independently and freely, to challenge assumptions and to stimulate your imagination of what can be. As a graduate, we invite you to be of service to your community and to the University of Richmond, applying all you've learned while here. I look forward to seeing you often at SPCS and university events. I look forward to hearing you extol the benefits of a Richmond education. I look forward to engaging with each of you as we embark on the next chapter of our school's evolution. Please accept my sincere congratulations for all that you've accomplished. We're immensely proud of you. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Winston Mugford, our student commencement speaker. Winston is a social studies teacher at John Randolph Tucker High School in Henrico. His wife, Shelby, who is also an SPCS alumna, inspired him to enter the Master of Teaching program in the SPCS. Winston is a Richmond native and received his Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science from Christopher Newport University in 2014. Please welcome Winston.
Thank you. First off, no, I did not have ChatGPT write this speech. Secondly, if anyone knows how to get my students to stop using it to write papers, please see me later, because I would love to know. As we are all well aware, we are living in rapidly changing times. Education in particular has undergone massive changes in recent years. For some of us graduating today, we began our journey at SPCS during the height of the COVID pandemic, which meant much of our time was spent in virtual class sessions. We were forced to adapt to a new way of learning, but we were helped every step of the way by our incredible professors, who themselves were forced to adapt to new methods of teaching. Yes, change and adaptation are challenging. My own family would probably tell you that I do not do well with change, but I am always working on improving that. Why? Because the times when we are forced to adapt to the changing world around us are when our greatest moments of growth occur. So many of us here decided to change careers. That was one of the reasons why we came to the University of Richmond and the School of Professional and Continuing Studies. And look at us now. Many of us have started a new career, joined a new professional community, and have begun a new phase in our lives. Look how much we have grown. It is inevitable that life will continue to throw challenges our way. Our lack of certainty about what form those challenges will take is what gives us pause. We do not know what changes await us. That is what scares us. So, how then do we face an uncertain future? I believe that the key lies in knowing that we do not face the future or its challenges alone. We face them together. In times of great change, community is more important than ever. And that is exactly what we have in this room. Each of us is a member of a community upon which we can rely for support as we face the future and its challenges. It is so important that we may each make a conscious effort to remain connected to and involved in this community. Because unfortunately, one of the changes taking place in our modern world is a growing disconnection of individuals from their communities. It is so easy for us to recede into our personal bubbles, connecting with the world and each other mostly through our smartphones. But Instagram and Facebook are not sufficient replacements for real, genuine human communities. So, what is my advice today? Stay connected to this real, genuine human community. Let us promise to stay involved in each other's lives. Let us promise to continue as members of the SPCS community at the University of Richmond, to become mentors like the ones that have helped us learn and adapt along the way. If we do this, we will be lifting each other up But the truth is that we will also be pursuing happiness for ourselves. Because the truth is that we are social creatures. We need each other. And in times of great change like we are living through today, our need for a strong community is also greater. As we move forward, let us continue to learn from each other, to grow together, and to celebrate all that we have achieved. Congratulations to everyone in this room today. I am honored to be a part of this community.
Thank you, Winston. We are equally proud to have you as part of our UR community and to know that you are doing important work in the broader Richmond community. We do hope you will keep in touch with us. I would now like to introduce Dr. Jeffrey LeGros, Executive Vice President and Provost for the university. He will be introducing the 2023 recipient of the Itzkowitz Family Distinguished Adjunct Faculty Award. Please join me in welcoming Dr. LeGros to the podium.
Since 1977, the School of Professional and Continuing Studies has honored a distinguished adjunct faculty member with the Itzkowitz Family Distinguished Adjunct Faculty Award. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Abby Haggerty, Adjunct Assistant Professor in the Nonprofit Studies Program. She serves as the Executive Director of Richmond Performing Arts Alliance and has over 20 years of experience in the nonprofit sector. Ever since Abby was hired, she has been an asset not only to her students, but also to her program colleagues and the administration of the SPCS. We are delighted to welcome Dr. Abby Haggerty to the podium.
Thank you, and good morning. It is so good to be here with you all today during this time of celebration. Commencement is one of my favorite days of the year, as it recognizes the collective achievement of the many hours, days, weeks, and years each of you and your families and your friends has dedicated to furthering your academic studies, advancing your careers, and achieving personal fulfillment through your chosen programs. In the more than 5 years that I have taught in the Nonprofit Studies program, I have been amazed at the student achievements that I have had the privilege to witness firsthand. And it is such an honor to receive the Itzkowitz Family Distinguished Faculty Award, which is really a reflection of the wonderful students, all of you, who make it so rewarding to teach in SPCS. Thank you. I see teaching as a way to give back to my profession and to pass down the knowledge that I have gained during my career to those who will lead us into the future. I know each of you graduating today will continue to make a positive impact on our community and apply what you have learned during your studies at the University of Richmond to make substantial contributions to your own professions. In my profession, as someone who leads an arts organization, I see every day how the arts open us up to different ways of seeing the world. And while those experiences are unique to each of us, they also unite us and create a shared language that allows us to connect with our communities. The liberal arts education you have received through SPCS leads to similar outcomes. It has encouraged you to see the world through different lenses and think critically about the role you play and the legacy you want to leave. In the SPCS vision statement and values, you will find the word transformation. I hope that I have been able to play a small role in the transformation of the students I have taught in terms of the way that they approach learning and the application of their studies to their professional lives. I believe that we all continue to be transformed throughout our lives by the experiences we have, the people we come in contact with, the knowledge that we gain, and the ways in which we choose to spend our time. Having spent most of my time working in, studying, and teaching about the nonprofit sector, I see both sides of transformation, how it occurs in our lives, and how we can enact that change in others by the choices we make. In one of my courses, we discuss how the word philanthropy simply means a love of humanity. So I encourage us all to leave here today as philanthropists and take the ways you have been transformed by your time at SPCS into the communities that you will lead and serve and transform. Congratulations to each of you for your well-deserved and significant achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Haggerty, for your inspirational message, and I hope we will all accept the challenge she's laid out for us. We look forward to your continued connection to the SPCS and University Abbey. Thank you. While I have this opportunity, I would like to acknowledge all the past faculty members who received the Itzkowitz Award. Would you please stand so that we can acknowledge your contributions if you have won? Congratulations. In 2003, Andrew Gibb, University College Class of 1983, and his family endowed this award in perpetuity as the Gibb Family Distinguished Alumni Award. At this time, I would like to introduce the 2023 president of the SPCS Alumni Association, Annette Ardler, who will introduce this year's recipient. Annette?
Good morning, and thank you, Dean Wilson. It is my honor to introduce the 2023 Gibb Family Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, Dion Price. Dion joined the SPCS Alumni Association as a director in the spring of 2018. Right away, he became engaged with various committees and board-sponsored events, always willing to lend a hand and support our mission. Dion was a ball of energy. His positive attitude was contagious and very much appreciated. His steadfast support of current students and alumni, leadership as our vice president of our board, and his enthusiastic spider pride, especially during the pandemic, helped engage new members to the Alumni Association, recruit new students into our academic programs, and positively impacted our fundraising activities. Please join me in congratulating our Gibb Family Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, Dion Price.
Good morning, good morning. To President Hollick, Dean Wilson, Provost LaGroy, faculty, alumni, graduates, family, and friends, good morning. I'm so honored to receive the Gibb Family Distinguished Alumni Award this year. When I received a call from Dean Wilson to inform me about the award, I was a little bit surprised, honored, and excited. Dean Wilson later informed me on the call that I had to prepare a speech, and instantly that excitement turned to nervousness. It felt like I was back here on campus and tasked with an assignment and a due date, but my spider instincts kicked in, and I realized as a spider, there is no challenge that is too great, so here I am. The University of Richmond has opened up a lot of doors for me. With every job I've landed here in the Richmond area to date, there was always a spider behind the scene rooting for me and vouching for me. What an awesome web we weave. I felt it was my obligation to give back my time and energy to a university that has changed my livelihood for the better. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to engage with current students while serving on the SPCS Student Government Association while in pursuit of my undergraduate degree here, and later after graduation serve on the SPCS Alumni Board with the previous 6 Gibbs Family Distinguished Alumni Award winners, DeJuan Hobbs, Margaret Dalton, Eric Beatty, Greg Mays, Robert Reed, and Catherine Eagles, SPCS Spiders, whom I still keep in close contact to this day, and they continue to motivate me. We define motivation as having an incentive or a strong desire to do well in some pursuit. As I reflect over my life and my educational pursuits, I ask myself, what motivated me to get here where I am before you today? Was it my grandpa telling my fathers and uncles to pursue their education at his expense, teaching them that obtaining education was their meal ticket? Or was it my grandma who told me after long staycays that no matter what, I needed an education to have a better and more meaningful life? Or was it my mother, who I watched working off and on for over 17 years to complete her degree, to advance her career? Or was it my dad, who transformed his life from a carpenter to an executive by attending night school while on crutches to obtain his degree? Both of which later obtained their master's degree, one of which I'm proud to say was from SPCS. Maybe it was my beautiful wife, who I met while in pursuit of my degree here at U of R, who I watched graduate a year earlier than me and was the first of her generation to do so. Better yet, maybe it was the SPCS professors, Dean Narduzzi, Dean Wilson, who went above and beyond to push me to new heights academically and later professionally. Or maybe it was my SPCS cohorts like you in the crowd that spent late nights with me at Boat White Memorial Library studying for exams and collaborating. I definitely see some motivated spiders in this crowd with a strong desire in a pursuit of a better life for you and your family. If you look beside you, you can see them too. I've realized that motivation is infectious. Being a spider in a web of motivation motivates us, inspires us, and connects us. As they say, we are, you are. If I could wish the class of 2023 anything, it would be to enjoy every minute of today and tomorrow. You set a goal, you believed in it, and you were motivated to work for it and achieve it. No one could ever take away your education and knowledge gained here. It is permanently yours, and it is priceless. I would strongly encourage you to join or volunteer for the SPCS Alumni Board upon graduation and attend the awesome alumni events and continue to expand your web of connection. I think it's fair to say I wouldn't be up here today if it wasn't for the SPCS Alumni Board. That organization has allowed me to meet incredible people, hone leadership skills, and have a ton of fun while doing it. Each of you now have an opportunity to leave your unique fingerprint on the university, on the board, with your time, energy, and efforts. I encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity to give back to the next generation of spiders. Thank you to everybody who has helped me along the way: SPCS President Annette Aller, Dean Wilson, James Campbell, and his team are superstars behind the scenes. Thank you to all the board members over the past 6 years, and a special thank you to my wife, Keosha, my children, Princeton and Langston, my parents and grandparents, and other friends and family. May each of you remain motivated and stay connected to your spider web of connections. Congratulations, class of 2023, and thank you.
Congratulations again, Dion. We really appreciate all you have done and continue to do for SPCS and the university. Will all of the degree and certificate candidates please rise and remain standing? Ladies and gentlemen, the degree and certificate candidates for the class of 2023, our 60th class from the School of Professional and Continuing Studies, are before you. Today, we present these students for formal recognition of their academic achievements. These individuals have completed the requirements for which they are candidates and for which they have been approved. Also included are those candidates who will complete their programs in August. Dr. Halleck, I commend these individuals to you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of the University of Richmond for which you have been certified, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Will the graduates please be seated? The reader will now begin the conferral of the degrees.
Will Dr. Jamel Wilson, Dean of the School of Professional and Continuing Studies, please come forward as Marshall Flynn Morris leads the graduates. We now recognize the recipients of the Certificate in Applied Studies. Kira Hanifa Yancey. Tatiana Jolie Broadus. Isabella Rose Chiambati. Sarah Elizabeth Cover. Elizabeth Carey Dickinson. Ganesh Aren. Catherine Suzanne Lyon. Andrew Earl Ross. Atasha O. Smith. Harmandeep K. Tour. We now recognize the recipients of the Graduate Certificate in Educational Leadership and Policy Studies. Gina Moore Davis. Jennifer M. Jensen. Patricia L. Jesse. Jacqueline L. O'Toole. Michelle Chastain Ryan. We now recognize the recipient of the Graduate Certificate in Human Resource Management, Ebony Deanne Alexander. We now recognize the recipients of the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Arts degree, Kimberly N. Bryan. Jordan McAdam. Mary Butler Eggleston. Andrew Ian Gottlieb. Emily Nicole Hobbs. Jessica Lynn Oliver. We now recognize the recipients of the Bachelor of Science in Professional Studies degree, Stephanie N. Beckton. Kaylin Michelle Kessler. Ron M. Mice. Ron G. Mice. Anna Elizabeth Riley. Elisa de la Vega Ricardo. Timothy Dolan. Caitlin Duca. Karen Lee Heilman, in absentia. Mustafa Ali Idris. Itzel Ismere Jimenez Martinez. Madison E. Johnson. Toya Thaniel Johnson. Amber Lee Kennedy. Hinye Madeline. Jennifer Denise Peterbark. Betty Teresa Price. Lisa M. Rowland. Deanna N. Roney. Ryan Robert Sims. Leslie R. Stone. Randy Martin Treat. We now recognize the recipients of the Master of Education degree. Anna Lanier Knott. Rosio G. Esparza Hoppy. Erin Rose Hernandez. Ashley Brooke Meyer. Molly Morgan. Julia Johnston Oliver. Daniel Harris Payne. Lyons Sanchez Concha. Parrish T. Talley. Carly Renee Wells. We now recognize the recipients of the Master of Human Resource Management degree. Janae LaShawn Bowling. Nicole Gilliam Leggett. Richard D. Baton. Daisy Georgia Ann Wolford Dutzman. Dalton Grace Gormas. Jocelyn Nicole Hermosia. Marcus Damon McGee. Rachel Marie Risto. Brandis A. W. Ruffin. James A. Stenhouse. Richard Allen Thomas. Amber Dominique Valentine. Anna Kathleen Whalen. We now recognize the recipients of the Master of Liberal Arts degree. Andre Lamont May. Emilia Krista Grava. We now recognize the recipients of the Master of Nonprofit Studies degree. Tatiana Monet Bailey. Kristen A. King. Keith C. Ribesome. Rebecca Suzanne Bird Musser. Jose Patricio Hermosilla. Sarah Sewell Sensabaugh. We now recognize the recipients of the Master of Teaching degree. Sonia Ranell Branch. Weston Page Stevens Buckbinder. Owen S. Jones. Hughes. Owen S. Hughes. Taylor Hodson Miller. Davis Winston Mugford. Hua Hyun Pham. Sarah White Pruden. Alyssa Christine Sicard. Alberta Lynn Snap. Paula Devon Thomason. Sean Marie Wallenberg. Aurora Elizabeth Breeden. Clark H. Lewis, Jr. Sierra Elaine Sanchez. Cassandra E. Taggart. Chiyo Tokizawa. Lee McKinley Tyler. Noel Philip Verghese. Shanice Aquella Williams. Family, friends, and guests of these graduates, thank you for supporting your partners, your parents, your siblings, your children, and your friends throughout their educational journey here at the University of Richmond. And graduates, our hearts are filled with pride for what you have done here at the School of Professional and Continuing Studies. You have dedicated years to reaching this milestone, and we admire your perseverance and dedication. As you embark on your next chapter, keep in touch and consider us your family. In addition, we'll be sure to brag on you like the proud family that we are. Please join me in a last round of applause for our graduates.
Annette, would you please join me to welcome our graduates to the ranks of the university's alumni?
Here comes the good part. You ready? I now invite the class of 2023 to stand and move your tassels to the left side of your caps as a symbolic gesture that you are now alumni of the University of Richmond. You may now be seated.
So you've graduated, so you don't have to listen to this professor, but I'm going to say a few words. Before we close, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge your accomplishments and offer warm congratulations to all of you. Many of you have taken an arduous path to reach this point and achieve your academic goals. You may have balanced your studies with full-time jobs, families, or other responsibilities, and this might have meant needing to write, read, or study late at night or early in the morning. But every one of you persisted, and I have deep respect for all of you. You've shown determination and appreciation for the value of knowledge and the love of learning. You have demonstrated the grace, perseverance, and ingenuity which SPCS students are so well known for. Our staff and our faculty are proud to have been part of your educational journey. Your learning has in many ways been richer because you brought with you life experiences and wisdom gained outside the classroom walls. Our community has similarly been enriched by your presence and participation on campus. We hope that the tools you have gained here will empower your continued pursuit of knowledge after graduation, and you will inspire others to follow your lead, both in seeking education and in making significant contributions to society. We are honored that you chose to join our academic community, and we look forward to your further accomplishments in the years ahead. I'm confident that you will make a difference in your community and in the lives of others, especially here in the city of Richmond and the region that is our home. Thank you all, and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the benediction? And now, as you go from this place, may you find the right questions to ask. May you give even more than you have received. May you offer the very best of yourselves to all who cross your path. May hope inspire you. May friendship sustain you. May love surround you. And may God make his face to shine upon you, now and always. Amen. Will you please be seated?
Will the Mace Bearer please resume her place for the recessional? This concludes the 2023 commencement ceremony for the School of Professional and Continuing Studies. The commencement reception will be held on the ambulatory level of the Robbins Center. University staff members will direct you to the reception area. Please enjoy this time with your family, and we are pleased that you have joined us today for this celebration of achievements. Again, congratulations to all of you. Please remain seated until the platform party and faculty members have recessed. This concludes the School of Professional and Continuing Studies commencement ceremony. Thank you so much for sharing in this monumental occasion. And again, congratulations, graduates. You're free to go. Yeah!